everyone, it's Jordan, and today I'm going to be doing the Gilmore Girls book tag. Gilmore Girls has been one of my favorite TV shows, and I thought might as well do this book tag. And I don't know who created this original tag, but by saying Zoe from Read by Zoe did this tag, as well as Reagan from Cruise Project did this tag. I'm going to link their videos down below so you guys check it out. And yeah, like I said, Gilmore Girls has been one of my favorite TV shows, and let's get started on the tag. Question 1. Lorelai, pick a character with a witty or sarcastic sense of humor. I picked Hazel from The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. She is really sarcastic in the beginning of the book, but her humor just makes me laugh as I read the book, so yeah, that's my answer. Question 2. Rory, pick up your favorite classics. I have a lot of favorite classics. My go-to answer would be Peter Pan, but I decided to change it up a bit, and I picked Treasure Island from Robert Louis Stevenson. I actually grew up watching the movie, different versions of Treasure Island. One is Muppets Treasure Island and Disney's Treasure Planet. And I actually haven't seen an actual version of Treasure Island in movie form, but I really want to. But I really enjoy this story, even though I haven't read it as a kid, but I've read this in middle school and I really enjoyed it then. Question 3. Luke, pick a book that you secretly love but afraid to admit it. I have to pick any of the William Shakespeare plays. It's because many people keep saying like, oh, reading Shakespeare is really hard to read, or what's the point of reading Shakespeare when the only thing he wrote is Romeo and Juliet. But he has written more plays than that, but since I've been reading Shakespeare plays in my school years, but when I've read Hamlet for both of my literature classes, I'm still laughing to myself that I had to read it twice this semester, but I was afraid to admit that I love reading Shakespeare, and I was just afraid that my classmates would say, like, oh, Shakespeare's boring, or I have trouble reading Shakespeare. How can you enjoy any of the Shakespeare plays when you don't know what each of the characters are saying? But for me, I really usually understand what's going on in the plays, even though I have no idea what the characters are saying, but I just can tell by the way they're saying it. So yeah, I love reading William Shakespeare plays, and I'm hoping to read more of them in the future. Question 4. Lane, pick a musical character. I picked Ronnie from the last song by Nicholas Sparks. It's because she loved to play the piano as a kid, since her dad has taught her how to play the piano so she can go into Juilliard, but after her parents' divorce she stopped playing it, but then she went back to it as soon as she was all healed from everything that happened with her parents' divorce, and music has been a central theme in this book, so I love to read this book, and I think it's a really interesting thing in a book. Question 5. Tina, your first book love or character or book that you fell in love with. I have to pick Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you probably know that Twilight, I have been through the Twilight phase, and I can't stop admitting that I read Twilight and I loved it, but oh my gosh, I had a crush on Jacob Black. Was actually my first bookish crush, so yeah, please don't hate me for still liking Twilight, but the only reason I would reread it is just to make fun of Bella Swan in this book. Question 6. Suki. Pick a book that you devoured. I picked The Beast Within by Serena Balatinko. I can't pronounce her last name, but I've read this book within a day and I loved it, so I just can't stop talking about how much I love this book because The Beast is my Disney prince and I just can't stop talking about how much I love Beauty and the Beast all together. Question 7. Pick a book that you loved but get the most hate. I had to go back to Twilight just because a lot of people say that Twilight sucks or like all that, so I can't, like I said, I can't say how much I love Twilight, but I probably don't like it now, but I still can. But has a special place in my heart that it was one of the books that got me into reading, so I can't stop admitting that. Question 8. Miss Patty, a book that was ruined by the hype. To be honest, I haven't been ruined by the books that everybody's hyped about, but I can't pick a book for this one because I haven't been ruined by the hype by any of books that I've read so far this year. Question 9. I probably mistracked on the questions, but the next question is Emily Gilmore, an expensive book. I have to go with my C.S. Lewis signature classics collection, and I got this as a Christmas present, but it was $50, so I'm just lucky that I got this as a Christmas present, but I feel bad for the person spending all that money on this. Question 10. Paris. Pick an uptight character. I picked Cassie from the Upside Down Requiem by Becky Albertalli. The reason is Molly is the main character, but her sister was really trying to control her, saying that you should go out with this guy and not this guy, when Molly was like, no thank you. But I just thought Cassie was really controlling of her twin sister because of that. So that is all for the Gilmore Girls book tag. I'm not going to be tagging anybody because I don't know who is a Gilmore Girls book tag. And if you're watching this video and you love Gilmore Girls, bam, you've been tagged. Say that I tagged you. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and comment down below your favorite Gilmore Girls characters. I have to say Lorelai and Rory are my favorites just because I just can't pick another characters from Gilmore Girls that I actually liked. And if you want to follow me on social media, I have Facebook under The Lost Reader and Twitter and Instagram under Lost Reader 19. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!